Hi guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope everyone is doing good. I get lots of requests to make deco mesh wreaths using Dollar Tree 6-inch mesh. So here's one for you and I hope you like it. It's so simple to make. It turns out to be nice, full, and fluffy. It's easy. You don't have to have experience making wreaths to make this one. Please remember, if you like this video, to give it a thumbs up, share it, and leave me a comment. For this wreath, you're going to need one of the wreath rings. It's a 14-inch one, and mine came from Dollar Tree. You're going to need 9 rolls of the Dollar Tree 6-inch deco mesh. I chose all the same color. You could do 3 colors if you wanted to. You will also need some pipe cleaners cut in half, and you might need a zip tie, some wire cutters, your scissors, a cute sign for the center, and some ribbon with wire. First, to get started, you're going to want to open 3 rolls of your Dollar Tree mesh. To secure your mesh, you can either use a zip tie or a pipe cleaner, and I usually always use pipe cleaners for this. And you'll want to take your pipe cleaners and cut your pipe cleaners in half. It just makes it a little bit easier. And we're only going to be using the center 2 wires of this wreath ring. So once you have your pipe cleaners cut in half, you're ready to get started. So you're going to take 3 rolls and you're going to open them up and you're going to unroll them and lay one on top of the other. And it's just much easier if you try to keep them laying flat and not let them get twisted up. Now, mesh likes to stick to itself and kind of twist up, so just be patient with it. Once you have all 3 laid out on the table, pinch your mesh together. You're going to go to the crossbar and you're going to take a zip tie or pipe cleaner and you're just going to secure your mesh to your wreath ring. We are going to be using the bubble method. Lots of times I just let my rolls of mesh drop into the floor. Just try to keep them flat. Take your hand and you're going to kind of slide it where the outer edges go inward. Slide your hand down about 8 inches and make a bubble. And then you're going to take that bubble and you're going to be using the middle 2 wires only on your wreath ring, and you're going to take a pipe cleaner that you cut in half. You're going to wrap it around your mesh, then go to the back, give the pipe cleaners a few twists, and fold them down. Same steps, take your hand, slide it down your mesh about 7 or 8 inches, make a bubble, get a pipe cleaner that you cut in half, take the pipe cleaner, wrap it around your mesh and those middle 2 wires only, go to the back, give that pipe cleaner a few twists and fold them down. And here I'm just showing you the center 2 wires is what we're using. This wreath is really simple to make. You're just going to repeat the same process all the way around the wreath ring, making 8-inch bubbles. Try to make your bubbles the same size each time. Now right there is a section. In each section on your wreath ring, you're going to want to get 6 or 7 bubbles. You will need 9 rolls of the Dollar Tree mesh for this wreath. Once it runs out, you're going to take your next 3 rolls, open them up, same steps. You're going to lay them flat, one on top of the other, and you're going to attach them with a zip tie or a pipe cleaner. And with the ends, when you attach it, just take the ends, push them to the back of the wreath form, and secure the end with a pipe cleaner so that it doesn't flip down and show. I have a tablecloth on my dining room table, and the underneath side of the tablecloth was kind of fuzzy, and so the mesh kept trying to grab a hold of the tablecloth and pull it up. So with these next 3 rolls, I'm going to try to leave the mesh on the table, and that way I don't have to worry about it catching onto the tablecloth. Same steps, just continue making bubbles until you have the wreath nice and full. Now you will have a little bit of mesh left over on your last 3 rolls of your Dollar Tree mesh. So it will not take a full 9 rolls, but you will need to purchase 9 rolls when you make this wreath. You do not have to make this wreath for Halloween. You can make it for any season or holiday, and you can make it using 3 colors if you do not want to use 1 color. I will link in the description box below for you one where I made, where I used 3 different colors. It turned out so pretty. Once you have your wreath made, you're going to want to separate your bubbles or your loops. So the one that's on the bottom, I pull it usually to the inner circle. The color that's in the middle stays in the middle, and the mesh that was on the top, I pull to the outer circle. So separate your loops so the bottom one goes to the inner circle, the one in the middle stays in the middle, and then the one on top goes to the outer circle. And this is the way it looks when you have it nice and fluffed. It's really full and fluffy. You would never know that that's made with Dollar Tree 6-inch mesh. You could stop right here and add a cute sign or a bow, but I decided to add some ribbon tails, a bow, and a cute sign to my Halloween wreath. And remember, just about everything came from Dollar Tree. I did pick up my ribbon at Sam's Club. If you have not been to Sam's Club lately, they have Christmas ribbon in right now. I cut my ribbon tails or ribbon strips at 12 inches, but I probably should have only cut them at 10 inches. And then you'll want to dovetail the ends. To dovetail the ends, fold your ribbon in half with the edges to the left side. Go to the folded side, cut away from the fold, and that makes the pretty V on the ends. To attach your ribbon tails, you're going to place one ribbon on top of the other, pinch it in the center, take a pipe cleaner, give it one twist around it. Then you're going to go in between your bubbles, find your wreath ring, and then you're just going to thread your pipe cleaner through, go to the back, give the pipe cleaners a few twists, and then you're going to flip it back over and fluff your ribbon tails. To attach my sign to the back of the sign, I just put some hot glue down on each corner, put a pipe cleaner in the hot glue, then I put a scrap piece of ribbon over the hot glue, then just set it aside and let it have time to dry. Just be very careful when you're using your hot glue. Next, I'm going to be tying a bow, and this is 1.5 inch width ribbon with wire. So let out a tail, make a loop, keep it pinched tightly in your left hand, go to the other side, make another loop about the same size as your first loop, go back to the other side, make another loop, check to make sure the loops are about the same size, then just keep going back and forth, trying to make the loops the same size on each side until you get the bow the size you want, and then let out a tail, and you'll either want to have some floral wire or a pipe cleaner close by to wrap it nice and tight around the center of your bow. This time I did use a pipe cleaner. To attach my trick or treat pumpkin sign from Dollar Tree, I am just taking the pipe cleaners, going to the left side of the wreath ring, going to thread the pipe cleaners between the bubbles, and then just find the wreath ring and then go to the back and twist the pipe cleaners and fold them down. Same steps on both sides, so just separate your bubbles, thread your pipe cleaners through, then wrap them around that wreath ring and then fold them down. Right now, Dollar Tree has lots of cute signs out for Halloween and fall. Last, I'm going to add my bow. So same steps, I'm just going in between the bubbles, finding the wreath ring, going to thread the pipe cleaners through it, then go to the back and give the pipe cleaners a few twists and fold them down. Then just make sure you fluff the loops on your bow, make sure all of your tails are facing like you want, and that your mesh is nice and fluffy, and that your sign's hanging correctly. And that's it, guys. It's ready to hang up on your door. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you make one, I would love to see your version. I am on Instagram at Keeping It Simple Crafts. I'm also on Facebook at Keeping It Simple Crafts. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment.